The clock ticked louder than ever in the mansion that day. Every second felt like a countdown to heartbreak. The entire house of billionaire Raj Malhotra, a man who once believed money could buy anything, was now drowning in silence, except for the faint beeping of a heart monitor upstairs. His only son, Arav, just 8 years old, was lying pale and weak on the hospital bed set up inside their home. The doctors had said those cruel words only an hour ago. He has 1 hour left, we've done all we can. Raj stood frozen near the window, his face pale as marble. The world outside still shone with sunlight, but inside him, there was nothing but darkness. For years he had been proud, too proud. His empire stretched across continents, his cars gleamed like gold, and yet, at that moment, all his billions couldn't buy 1 extra hour for his son. Downstairs, the household staff whispered in corners, trying to hide their tears. Among them was Mira, the family's maid. She was young, quiet, and humble, never speaking unless spoken to. But she had a heart larger than the mansion she worked in. She loved Arav like her own little brother. Every morning, she would sneak him chocolates even when Raj's strict rules forbade sugar. Arav adored her. His laughter always returned when Mira was around, but now that laughter had vanished, Raj slammed his fist against the wall, tears finally breaking free. What's the use of all this wealth if I can't save my own son? The doctor placed a gentle hand on his shoulder. Sir, there's nothing more we can do. His organs are failing. He has less than an hour. I suggest you say your goodbyes. Raj's knees gave out, and he fell beside his son's bed, holding his tiny hand. Arav, Papa's here, beta. Please, don't go. Arav blinked weakly, his lips trembling. Papa. I'm not scared. I'll go to the stars, like Mama said. At those words, Raj's heart shattered. His late wife's memory came flooding back, her laughter, her kindness, the way she'd told Arav bedtime stories about angels and stars. She had passed away just 2 years ago, and Arav had never been the same since. As the doctor quietly stepped out, Mira stood hidden near the doorway, tears streaming down her face. She couldn't bear to watch this little boy fade away. But something deep inside her, something stronger than fear, told her this wasn't over yet. She wiped her eyes, ran to the kitchen, and began rummaging through drawers. There has to be a way, please, God, show me something, she whispered. Her hands trembled as she pulled out a small box, something she had kept hidden all along. Inside was a tiny vial of medicine, one that her grandmother, a village healer, had given her years ago. It was an ancient herbal serum used in emergencies, a mixture of life-saving herbs known to restart weak hearts. Mira, another maid, gasped. What are you doing? You can't, don't stop me, Mira said, her voice fierce but trembling. If there's even a 1% chance this could save him, I have to try. She rushed upstairs, where the nurse and doctor had just stepped out to call the ambulance for final arrangements. Raj sat beside his son, eyes swollen with grief. Sir, Mira whispered. Raj turned sharply. What do you want right now? Leave us alone. She bowed her head. Please, sir. I beg you. Let me try something. I can't just stand here and watch him die. Raj stared at her, confused and furious. Try. Are you insane? The best doctors in the world couldn't save him. What could you possibly do? Mira took a step forward, clutching the vial. Maybe nothing. But I can't live knowing I didn't try. Please, let me do this for him. Raj hesitated. Every instinct told him to say no. But the sight of his son's faint breathing, the slow, dying rhythm of the heart monitor, it broke something inside him. With tears in his eyes, he nodded slightly. If there's even a chance, do it. Mira gently lifted Arav's hand and whispered a prayer. Please, God, not yet. Let this child live. Then she carefully opened the vial and poured a few drops into his mouth. For a moment, nothing happened. The heart monitor continued its steady, dreadful flatline. Raj's hope flickered and began to die again. It's over, he whispered. He's gone. But then, a faint beep, another, then another. Raj's eyes widened. The monitor showed a tiny pulse. Arav's chest moved. His fingers twitched. Doctor. Raj shouted, screaming down the hall. Doctor, come quick. The medical team rushed in. The doctor froze when he saw the monitor. This is impossible, he whispered. His heart, it's beating again. How did this happen? Tears streamed down Mira's face. I don't know, sir, maybe it was God. The doctor examined Arav, his expression shifting from disbelief to awe. He's stabilizing. His body is responding. He's going to make it. Raj fell to his knees, holding his son's hand, sobbing uncontrollably. Thank you, God, thank you. He turned toward Mira. What did you do, Mira? How did you? Mira smiled softly, her eyes glistening. Sometimes, sir, love does what medicine cannot. Hours later, Arav was resting peacefully, color returning to his cheeks. The house, once drowned in sorrow, now echoed with relief and prayers of gratitude. Raj couldn't stop staring at Mira, this quiet, humble woman who had just done the impossible. He called her into his study that evening. Mira, he said softly, I don't have words. You've given me back my son. You've done what billions couldn't. From this day on, you're not just a maid in this house. You're family. She tried to protest. No, sir, I only did what any mother or sister would do. Raj shook his head. No, Mira. You reminded me of something I'd forgotten, that life, kindness, and love are far more powerful than money. I was blind for years, but you opened my eyes. Arav soon woke up and whispered in his small voice, Papa. Mira saved me. She's my angel. Raj smiled through his tears. Yes, beta. She's our angel. From that day, everything changed. The mansion that once echoed with loneliness was now filled with warmth. Raj started funding hospitals for poor children in memory of that miracle. And Mira? She stayed with the family, but no longer as a maid. She was now Arav's guardian, his second mother, and Raj's most trusted friend. Years later, whenever reporters asked Raj about his success, he would simply smile and say, the greatest miracle of my life didn't come from wealth, it came from the heart of a woman who refused to give up. Red heart moral, love, faith, and courage can do what the world's riches cannot. Never underestimate the power of a heart that truly cares. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because sometimes, one story can remind the world that miracles still exist.